This is Jeopardy! Today's contestants are... Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thanks, Johnny. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Jeopardy! Good luck. Let's start the Jeopardy round. Categories: Myths and Legends, Monopoly, Historic Munich, Sports Zone, Zoology, and What's the Word? Okay, let's get back into this. Player 1, you make the next selection as we continue. The earliest ballads of this outlaw say that his activities took place in South Yorkshire, not Nottinghamshire. It's Player 1. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction on the plus. Yeah! That's right. Way to go. You get to pick again, Player 1. In some legends, it's the influence of the full moon that changes a man into one of these, also called a lycanthrope. Yes, Player 1. Yes. We return to you, Player 1. Here's Kelly.
According to Norse legend, to learn the secrets of the rune stones, this chief god hung himself from a tree.
Player 1. Yes. Player 1, back to you. This steel-driving man beat a steam drill in a race to make a railroad tunnel, but died with his hammer in his hand. Okay, Player 1. Good. Please pick again. This hero of mythology cleaned the Augean stables by diverting the courses of 2 nearby rivers. It's Player 1. That is correct. Choose again, Player 1. A classic PBS Kids series that taught reading shared its name with this Monopoly utility. Yes, Player 2. That is correct. Player 2. Pick again. Each time a player passes go, he collects this salary. Okay, Player 1. You got it. You again, Player 1. A question mark is on the space in which you draw one of these cards. Player 1. Right. Select again. Tokens that are household items include the iron and this sewing accessory. Let's hear it, Player 2.
Yeah!
Correct. Player 2. A railroad and an avenue are both named for this state. It's Player 1. That's correct. We return to you, Player 1. On Munich's coat of arms, you'll find one of these religious figures who originally settled the city and gave it its name. Let's hear it, Player 3. You are correct. Player 3. Munich's motto used to be Die Weltstadt mit Herz, the world city with this. Yes, Player 1.
Yeah!
Correct. Select again. Answer. It's the Daily Double. You are currently in the lead. Give us a wager, Player 1. Answer this. In 1634 and 1635, this deadly contagion devastated Munich, killing more than 1/3 of its residents. That puts you even further ahead. Player 1. The Summer Olympics in Munich in this year were sadly marred by terrorism and tragedy. Player 3. Good. Please pick again. In the 16th century, Munich was a center of the German phase of this movement against Protestantism. Okay, player 2. Right. You again, player 2. When a basketball player goes walking with the ball too long without dribbling, it's called this. Are we there yet? Player 1? Yep. You get to pick again, player 1. Here's Kelly to start us off.
Sluggers try to get backspin on the ball because it makes air move faster over the upper surface, providing this elevating force on the underside.
Okay, player 2. Good for you. Player 2. Every spring, the Augusta National Golf Course hosts this famous tournament. It's player 2. Hey, you're right.
Yeah!
Player 2. Tony Stewart lives life in the fast lane as one of the big names in this type of auto racing. Let's hear it, player 1.
Yeah!
That's it. Choose again, player 1. In 2004, she became the first soccer player to carry the U.S. flag for the Olympic closing ceremonies. Yes, player 3. Yes. Player 3, pick again. The giant Pacific this may have as many as 1,600 suckers on its arms. They help it to taste and touch. Let's hear it, player 2. Good. Select again. While it doesn't breathe fire, the dragon named for this Indonesian island does kill its prey with its deadly saliva. It's player 3. Right. Player 3. Doggone it, a mud puppy isn't a little doggy, but a large one of these amphibians. Okay, player 3. That's correct. Choose again, player 3. A type of this snake that sounds like a James Clavell novel is Australia's deadliest and most feared. Player 2. Yes. Please pick again, player 2. The rare white alligator has a condition called leucism, meaning it lacks this skin pigment. Yes, player 1. That's right. Way to go. You again, player 1. On a snail, an onomatophore is a stalk with this at the end. Player 2. Correct. Player 2. If you set some Chinese punk on fire, it's because Chinese punk is this, from the Latin for set on fire. Let's hear it, player 3. Good. Player 3, back to you. Let's get Kelly's assistance on this clue.
When light passes through a prism, it splits into its various colors. The visible one of these.
It's player 3. That is correct. You get to pick again. It's the medium on which you're traveling if you're in a hoy. Okay, player 2. Yes. And here's the $1,000 clue. If you've got quinsy, also known as tonsillitis, you've got swelling in this part of your body. Yes, player 2. That is correct. Player 3 is going first in Double Jeopardy when we come back following this. And we have 2 daily doubles awaiting you in these categories. Catching some Z's. Note the quotation marks. Brutus. Coffee break. Sports quotes. This side of parasites. And Asian history. Player 3, you're in last place. Let's see if you can close that gap. Each defender guards a section of the playing area in this system of sports defense. Let's hear it, player 1. You are correct. We return to you. This Italian squash can be eaten raw, steamed or grilled, or baked in a sweet bread. Okay, player 2. Hey, you're right. Player 2. Answer. The first of the daily doubles. You're in second place, so what is your wager going to be? How much are you going to wager? Player 2. Okay, here is the clue. 2-word term for the weightlessness experienced by astronauts in orbit. Right you are. You again, player 2. Let's take it over to Kelly.
It's the point on the celestial sphere vertically above a given position.
It's player 1. Right. Player 1. The Lozi people moved to higher ground during the annual flooding of this African river. Player 1. Yep. Please pick again, player 1. He penned the immortal line, "The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves." Yes, player 1. Yeah! That's correct. Select again. In this 13th century work, Brutus is described as suffering in the lowest pit of hell. It's player 3. Yes. Player 3, back to you. This Greek biographer of parallel lives suggested Brutus was Julius Caesar's illegitimate son. Okay, player 3. Good for you. You get to pick again, player 3. Brutus joined a conspiracy to assassinate Julius Caesar that was led by this man. Let's hear it, player 1. Yeah! That's it. We return to you, player 1. During the Roman Civil War, Brutus sided with this man, but was later pardoned by Julius Caesar. Oops. Player 3? You got it. Choose again. Player 3. The first Starbucks opened in this city's Pike Place Market in 1971. Yes, player 2. That's correct. Player 2. Gulping down 400 million cups a day, this country leads the world in coffee consumption. It's player 1. Yeah, good. Please pick again. In the 1940s, this libation was invented at what's now the Shannon Airport as a welcome drink for visitors. Let's hear it, player 1.
Yeah.
Right. Player 1, back to you. The brand called Chock Full of These dates back to 1932, when William Black opened a chain of coffee shops. Okay, player 2. Good. Player 2, you pick again. Famously mild and expensive Blue Mountain coffee is grown in this island nation. Player 2. Correct. Player 2, back to you. Johnny Logan, we're honoring one of the all-time greats in baseball. Stan the Man, him. He's immoral. Yes, player 1. Right.
Hey,
Player 1. This Hall of Fame 1970s Reds catcher was thinking about making a comeback until I pulled a muscle vacuuming. Okay, player 3. You got it. You again, player 3. He made Bartlett's with, if people don't want to come out to the ballpark, nobody's going to stop them. Yes, player 3. Yep. Choose again, player 3. This 1950s Yankee manager said of a pitcher, he don't smoke, he don't drink, he don't chase women, and he don't win. Player 1. Right. You get to pick again, player 1. At a dinner, Redskins running back John Riggins begged this Supreme Court justice, "Baby, loosen up." Let's hear it, player 2. Good. We return to you, player 2. When a tiny parasite enters an oyster's shell, mantle cells cover it with nacre until this is formed. It's player 1. That is correct. Select again. This plant grows as a parasite on apple tree trunks, blooms in February and March, yet still is a factor in Christmas kisses. Yes, player 1. You are correct. You get to pick again, player 1. PSI is a charity delivering nets to fight this parasite-caused disease that kills 3,000 African children a day. Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. You again, player 1.
Yeah.
Answer? the second daily double, and you have the lead. Please enter your wager. And the daily double clue. You can vent this soft ductless organ that fights infection with parasite detection. You have maintained your lead. Way to go. Player 1, you pick again, please. Closely related to meningitis, this inflammation of the brain can result from viral infections or tiny parasites. Player 2. Yes. Player 2, back to you. In the 1920s, the Kemalists opposed the Sultan in this country and eventually prevailed. Okay, Player 3. That's right, way to go. We return to you, Player 3. In December of 1946, he attacked the French at Tonkin, beginning a war that ended 8 years later. It's Player 3. Correct. Player 3. In 1739, the peacock throne built for Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan was stolen by these people. Okay, Player 3. Right you are. Player 3. In 1782, when Chao Phraya Chakri became King Rama I, he moved his capital across the river to this city. It's Player 3. That's it. And now the $2,000 clue. Kelly will present this clue.
These nomadic horsemen, who overran most of Asia in the Middle Ages, lived in portable lattice tents known as yurts.
Let's hear it, Player 3. Right. I'll see you all for Final Jeopardy in just a moment. Time to get ready for Final Jeopardy. And today the category is this: Italian inventors. What are you going to wager? Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. And now the last clue. In 1910, his new invention helped Scotland Yard catch a murderer escaping to North America across the Atlantic. Did you come up with the correct response? How much do you add to your total with that correct response? What did you say? And that correct response will add... Let's see your response. With that correct response, you will gain Congratulations, Player 1. You're the winner. Thanks for playing, everybody. See you next time.